Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, reviews and oft times reminisces. Today we're doing Stellar Forest. And you know, if you're going to say you're stellar, you really need to be able to back that up. And I'm happy to say this artiste, this group, this entity is definitely stellar. Absolutely blew me away upon first listen. So let's give it a little go. Prepare to feel somewhat euphoric. Now there are quite a few takes on what cosmic black metal may be, and quite a few artists do it in a different fashion. And there's of course no right way of describing how you form cosmic black metal, but it has to feel cosmic, and by heck it does here. You do feel like you're riding a quasar. Everything about it screams screams the cosmic scale for me. As I say, there's not, yes there are quite a few, but there's not many albums, relatively speaking, that I'll buy on first listen. I always tend to listen a few times before I'll spend my money, but this one I bought straight away. Such was the impact it had. Yes, indeed. So, whilst at times this sounds like a magnetise having a tantrum, other times you are perhaps gazing at a nebula, such as now, that sort of trancey, almost, what is it, the beat I'm talking of, from India, that sort of Indian drum beat they use. I can't remember. There's probably a term for it, but do I know it? No. But anyway, it does give it that mystic edge. But you know, even with the down to earthness of the that mystic drum beat, that trancey sort of drum beat, the sear. There's a searing in the guitar that I presume it's the guitar rather than the drum synthesizer, but it sounds like a guitar to me, which does sort of leave you in no doubt that there's a radiation event happening. There's not many artists who, this is their first effort, that I would put on the same pedestal as Arctin or even Dark Space. But as far as impact on me is concerned, these are going straight there. I think they fill a bit of a gap insofar as this is quite simple sounding. Whether the actual instrumentation or the composition is more complicated than it sounds, I don't know, but it sounds quite simply put together, and very often that is the most impactful way of doing things. While I think about it, this motif of techno, for want of a better term, drums, happens throughout the album, and normally that would be a right turn off for me, but it just works here as you'd expect. I mean, if you look at cosmic music that isn't black metal, it is a feature, this sort of drums, so the fact it works here isn't that surprising, I guess. But anyway, I think this reverts back to the quasar towards the end, so let's go for it. Didn't want to interrupt because I am in a place now which not very many artists can put me, but I feel compelled to gush some more about this. The sound, the whole, if you like, is just mesmerising to me. I could happily listen to this on repeat time and time again, and in fact, it should be no surprise that having bought this, I've listened to the album one or two times, but I've listened to this track far more than any others. It just sends me somewhere that I don't really want to come back from, to be honest. So if for some reason you never hear from me again, I'm somewhere out there with this on repeat. Glorious. So there you go. It's that good a track that even the drift out at the end, which is normally, if something's blazing away like the end of that track was, and then goes into a drift out, I would be spitting my dummy out. But even the drift out mesmerises and keeps me there. I think you've probably gleaned I quite like this whole album, but this track in particular I think is my favourite. Just talk about being sort of, if I say sort of, there's a theme at the moment where I have to remind myself not to say sort of. You may well at some point see me punching myself in the mouth because it's annoying me. I keep saying it. But where was I? Oh yes, you could be skating along the rings of Saturn, listening to that. Yeah, anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you next time, cheerio.